What's going on YouTube? It's Reese Kicks here from Kixologist.com. Today we have a new performance review on Kevin Durant's 6th signature sneaker with the Nike brand, the Nike KD6. Been playing these for a while now, so I'm excited to give my thoughts on the shoe. Anyway, let's get right into it. Hope you enjoy. Alright, starting off with the traction. This is the traction pattern for the KD6. It utilizes that Thunderbolt pattern. Traction actually wasn't that bad. On indoor surfaces, it performed pretty well. It gripped the floor. Very squeaky. Outdoors, I haven't played in these outdoors, but I definitely wouldn't. The traction is very thin, and the grooves aren't very deep, so if you do play in these outside, they will burn out very fast, and this will all melt. The traction overall wasn't that bad. On dusty courts, it did have to wipe quite a bit, so I'm giving these a 7 out of 10. But for indoor courts, if you play clean courts, and if you are constantly wiping your feet, these will hold up fine. But for me, traction was adequate on this shoe. Next category we got the cushion. So the KD6 has a 180 Air Max unit in the heel, as well as a 4-foot Zoom unit. The cushioning was phenomenal in my opinion. It's all caged in this light Phylon midsole, which is extremely comfortable. When I first got the shoe and played in them, it was extremely plush. The heel unit was excellent for impact protection, and there was definite responsiveness in the 4-foot. So cushioning, in my opinion, was outstanding. This was another category which I thought was the best attribute of the shoe, in my opinion. As you can see, it's an extremely low-cut shoe. The lockdown was just phenomenal. You have an internal heel cup which re-sculpts around the heel, and it really locks it into place. The asymmetrical lacing system, along with this hyperfuse upper, once laced tightly, will wrap the foot and lock it down onto the footbed. It fit perfectly lengthwise and widthwise, and it was very comfortable. So the lockdown fit, in my opinion, was A1. I've never had a shoe feel this one-tone of my foot other than the Kobe 8. So the heel-to-toe transition goes hand-in-hand with the cushion. Like I said before, the heel was excellent for that impact protection. And because the Air Max unit did such a good job of absorbing impact, I would land upon my heel and the energy would propagate to the 4-foot, and I would definitely feel the responsiveness to the Zoom. This Phylon midsole is so plush when you play in it. It really helps with the transition. So overall, it's going to be a really fun shoe to play in. Moving on to the support. So the support of the shoe is going to come from the fit. Like you can see, it's not a very high-cut sneaker. It's extremely low. So for those of you who are skeptical about low-cut shoes or are worried about their ankles, this probably won't be the best option for you. But the support's going to come from the fit of the shoe. Because the lockdown is so phenomenal in the shoe, this is what's going to keep you from rolling your ankles and whatnot. He will keep you locked into place. The upper with the lacing system will lock you into the footbed, so your foot's going to go nowhere. If you land on someone's foot, whether it be a high top or a low top, you will probably roll your ankle, and you can't do anything about that. The shoe doesn't come with a carbon fiber shank, so for those of you who are concerned about that, but it still does provide protection for that foot arch. It won't overextend, so that's a good thing to see. What it has is this extended outrigger to help prevent injuries when you do lateral movements, so that's another good look to have. But overall, the support's going to come from the fit of the shoe itself. The durability of the shoe. This shoe held up pretty well. I played a lot of games and a lot of pickup basketball with these, played a lot of practices, and it's done a pretty good job. I was pretty worried at first when I first saw these because with the images, I thought this would be like a Kobe 8, not Kobe 8, the Kobe 5 upper, I'm sorry, where the it had a skin wire with that fly wire integrated within it. But this is all fuse. It's more adaptable and flexible than the KD5. But it was very durable still, so the hyperfuse did very well. One concern I had with the durability was these lace eyelets, because they go through this string which is fused into the upper. Personally, I thought if I would tie these really tight, like so, these strings would rip, or if someone stepped on it, I would also have that ripping problem, but this didn't pose to be a problem, and they held up fine. As for the outsole, like I said before, I would not play these outdoors because the rubber is pretty soft and the grooves aren't so deep, so they will burn out fast on the asphalt. But overall, the longevity of the product, I was very happy with them. Ventilation, as you can see, it's a whole hyperfuse upper, so there's no perforations. The only perforations you have are on the tongue. For me, ventilation wasn't a problem. When I played basketball in these, I did feel the airflow in this 2-layer tongue system, so I was happy they had that. But there was no airflow along the whole upper other than that. But for me, my feet don't sweat that much, so it wasn't a big problem. But if you are big on that, I would look for a more breathable option if that does bother you. But when I played them, I didn't feel any hot spots or blisters, so I know the airflow is doing its job. Overall, I give the KD6 a B grade, priced at $130, 135 euros. I think it's a pretty decent shoe for that price. Cheapest out of the Nike basketball signature line with the Kobe's and LeBrons out nowadays. But for 130, I think you get bang for your buck. I mean, if you're a guard who wants a low-cut sneaker with excellent cushion and lockdown and fit, definitely pick these up. These are the best attributes of the shoe. For bigger players who want more support, I probably would go for something different if you're worried about your ankles and everything. Traction was adequate in the shoe. Indoor courts, you'll be fine. Outdoors and dusty courts, you will have to wipe, and outdoors it will burn out. But other than that, I thought the KD6 was a pretty decent shoe. Alright guys, that takes care of the performance review for the Nike KD6. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up down below. If you want to see more about Kixologist, more about sneaker news, new releases, performance reviews, go check out www.kixologist.com. Check out their Twitter and Facebook. They got a bunch of stuff releasing. If you want to follow me personally, just follow me at Reese Kicks on Instagram, Twitter, and check out my YouTube page. I got some stuff in there as well. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.